All right. Hey, this is Steve Domenico from Domenico 101 MMA, and I'm happy to have Cameron Lochinov on today, who's headlining the Premier FC 24 card this Saturday night, November 11th. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming on and giving me a little bit of your time today.
Hey, Steven. How are you? I'm good.
I understand you're in between training right now. You just had a little wrestling practice, and you're basically getting ready. Tomorrow's weigh-ins, and you're headlining this big card. You're coming off a big win back in April for Bellator. Your second time fighting for Bellator, second win for Bellator, correct?
Correct.
Awesome. So you should be. Thank God they got you headlining a New England card, because you are from the area. You train out of Team Link in Ludlow with a couple other guys that are going to be making a big fights on the same card. So Karen, how are you feeling about this event and getting that headlining spot?
I feel like it's going to be a great event because we start. It's great fights. I've seen their last fights that they settled already. It's going to be a lot of our guys. I believe it's 5 or 6 guys from Simling fighting, 2 of them fighting for belts, and defending, someone's fighting for a belt. And I think it's going to be a great night of fights. Karen put a great card together again. It'll be a great fight. Hope nobody misses the fights on Saturday.
Definitely. She's got an all-star card on here. You mentioned a couple of your training partners. You got a bunch of them, but you got Pat Casey defending his title. You got Miguel Cuevas going for the vacant amateur featherweight title, and there was some debate whether he was going to get on this card after his fight fell through, but he's got a late opponent coming in, which is great for your camp. So you could have 2 belts hanging from there, other than just Patch, and you're headlining the show. So that's a trifecta from Team Link. How's the atmosphere and the morale around the gym this last week leading into this card, knowing you're all on it?
It's great because everyone's in the mood of, getting that fight, getting that win. The mood is great. Everyone's ready. Everyone's focused. And everyone's on that hunt, waiting for their hunt to be picked up.
I seen you at the last Bellator 185 when we had another bunch of, New England fighters on there. You and I talked, and you were ready to get on that card. You wanted to fight. How long have you been?
Dying to get on.
Yeah. Now you fought in April. You came away with a split decision. How long after that win were you looking to get back in the cage?
I was waiting to get back in reality fighting, and I believe they had it in June fight. I was trying to get on that one where nobody was up there. I guess then we missed that one. Then Bellator told me they had fight for me for this card for October, and I was excited, and then that one didn't work out, and they never found anyone to fight. And I told them, hey, I'm staying in shape, staying in weight, and just in case anybody cancels the fight, I'll jump in there, whatever. If it's 185, if it's 160 catch weight, I'll meet them. I'll do my part.
And like you said,
being ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, you're always ready. You're always training. You're always ready to go. And when I seen you, when a couple of fights had fallen through, maybe like a few days before the fight, before the card was, coming to Mohegan Sun, you were throwing it out there on social media. I'll fight anyone in there. Get me on that card. But
it's a good experience. It's a great show, and I was just staying in shape and hoping someone spells up and we can jump in. I believe we had an offer, but we were number 2 or something when the fight fell off. But somebody else jumped in. I believe they had an offer for him and Gracie. The new guy jumped in, and I told Marco, I said, whatever. I'm ready, Nobody asked you on the street, what's your name, or are you going to fight me or not? They just fight. So it's life.
Exactly. And you know what? One fight falls through, but then another one opens up for you, and that brings us to this Saturday night, dude. You had you got to even, you're not fighting for, an organization like Bellator, but you're fighting for one of the biggest organizations in New England as far as MMA, and that's Premier FC. And you are headlining that card. So, that's a great accomplishment for you. You have fought for Premier before, so you will feel at home fighting for them. So are you looking forward to just fighting? Because you're going to have a lot of Team Link, a lot of fans there, more than you might even have had at the Bellator fights, because there's actually fans coming to see your training partners too. So that place is going to be rocking Team Link all over the place. How is your? You're an experienced fighter. You fought for Bellator a couple of times. How do you feel about fighting? Headlining there, as a veteran, do you get any nerves at this point? Or you just go in there and you want to you want to get the win and move on from there and go on to bigger and better things?
To be honest, I'm a human too. You have a little nerves, but it's because it's normal. If you don't get nervous, I think there's something wrong with you there. But for me, nothing like, oh my God, I'm headlining, or oh my God, I'm fighting, I'm freaking out. How's it gonna be? No, it's just another day in the office, I do it because I love the sport. I don't do it for money or anything, obviously. Hopefully one day we'll make it up there, but right now I just do it because I love it. It's just a passion. I'm not there for, money or anything. This is what takes my stress away off the day.
Excellent. Now you're fighting kind of a guy that we've been looking up, and I think he comes from like a Muay Thai background, so there's not much MMA information on him. But you're fighting Gil Pinheiro. He's coming into your home. Like I said, there's not much to study on him, so you're going to be going in there and knowing this guy's coming from a stand-up background. What are you thinking about going into this fight? I mean, all you know right now is a name that you have to go against. You don't know much about this dude either. So, as far as that, how do you enter the cage, and how do you go about your game plan fighting someone you don't know much about?
To be honest, game plan is simple as for him to adopt my game plan. I'm gonna do what I do the best. I like striking. I like standing up. We'll make a good show. And I'm not worried too much about his game plan. I think he should be worried about my game plan and how he should come up. So I'm going to stick to what I do,
Excellent.
And I'm going to obviously try to stand up there. I like the brawl. I like the real fighting.
Definitely. Looking at your fights, Cameron, I mean, you're a grinder. You get in there and, you're not an easy fight for anyone, no matter what level, no matter what organization. They're going to have a fight on their hands, no matter who the opponent's in front of you. As far as that said, Cameron, I know you got weigh-ins tomorrow. What time are weigh-ins tomorrow? Just so we can let everyone know.
I believe it's 2 p.m. tomorrow at Samuel's Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, and I should be at LA Fitness, and I'll jump off from there straight to the weight-in. My weight is pretty good, actually, like 5 to 7 pounds away. So
excellent. You'll wake up on weight tomorrow morning, so that's good for you. I mean, like you said, you're always in shape. You're always ready to go. I wish you luck on Saturday night. Bigger and better things to come for 2018. This is your last fight for 2018, unless you have like a 5-second finish or something, and then maybe you can jump somewhere else. But I'm looking forward to it. Cameron, last thing, shout outs. I don't know if you still have tickets for sale for the last day today or whatever, but shout it out there and how we get in touch with you.
Yeah, if anybody needs any tickets, I think few left. Most of them sold out. The place will be sold out. I got friends coming all the way from Canada, from Illinois. They're flying down, driving down, so it should be a great shout out. Anybody needs tickets, hit me up, 413-306-2373, or find me on Instagram, Killer Cam.
Excellent. And Cam, one last thing. When we were at the fights and I was talking to you, you were going live, and you had people from Russia tuning in, correct?
Yes, I was actually doing live for guys from Russia. Actually, they asked me, they're like, "Well, you're on the corner in Shumenko." And I had a great opportunity to walk through the whole fighting camp there and the corner because I had the fighter's card for them.
Excellent.
And,
Excellent.
yeah, the whole Russia was watching.
Good. Well, you know what? Give your phone to somebody that's in your, your entourage there, and let them show Russia you headlining this week.
Yes, I will do that.
All right, my friend Cameron. Thank you so much for coming on and giving me a few minutes before your fight's in a couple of days. So I appreciate the time, and good luck Saturday. And I'll be talking to you after that because bigger and better things heading into 2018 for you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for representing the fighters all the time. You're the real ambassador for the fighters.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon, buddy, all right?
All right. See you soon.
Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Hey, that was Cameron Lushinov. That's headlining Premier FC 24 this Saturday night in Springfield, Agawam, Mass, actually. The Ches Joseph, I don't know if I said that right, but that's what it is. Look it up. And this dude's... He's a killer. He's 4-2. He's coming off split decision for Bellator 178 back in April. He got basically called up from Premier FC literally 3 weeks ago and asked them if he wants to get on this card, and he did. They found him an opponent, and now he's headlining this card. And a couple of his training partners, Pat Casey, defending his belt. I do believe he's defending the welterweight belt, amateur title belt, and Miguel Cuevas is fighting for the vacant featherweight amateur belt. So we got 3 belts on the line. I think there might even be another one out there on this card. So big card. Definitely get to it. Western Mass MMA will be covering it. They will be having all the live updates, so you won't miss a trick on this. So from Domenico 101 MMA, join all my pages, people, and get all the interviews and all the information from these fighters here. You hear it from them and from me first before they hit them bigger stages, man. I get them fresh. All right, Domenico 101 MMA out.